Okay, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Tribit Stormbox Blast, as this thing is called. I think it's a relatively new speaker, obviously by Tribit. They've done some kind of like JBL Flip 6 type looking speakers before, some little ones, but I believe this is their first like boombox, party box type thing. So yeah, going to be doing a quick review on this. Just going to go over some of the specs quickly. It is IPX7 waterproof, which is nice, Bluetooth 5.3. It's got an X bass mode, as you can see on the top there. 30 hours of battery life apparently, playtime, and I think that'll be at 50% volume. That's normally where they boast the stats. So 30 hours of volume. It's a 90 watt speaker, and you can pick these up for £200. I got this one for 179 or something because there was a voucher on it. So yeah, not very much at all if you're comparing to like the JBL boomboxes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really fairly priced, and yeah, well, I mean, as far as the build quality goes, it is obviously relatively plasticky, but you've got the passive radiators on the side. They are made of like rubber, but they still bounce about, obviously. You've got some nice buttons on top. These are kind of like the Tribit, almost like trademark buttons here. You have got a button to change the lights, which we'll go through later. Obviously another passive radiator on the other side, and then on the back we've got a kind of like carbon fiber almost looking thing here with a little waterproof hole for the charger, USB-C port, and an aux in. So those are the only 3 ports you've got here, but you don't really need too much more, to be fair. It's got Bluetooth 5.3, so that should be everything you need. It weighs pretty much 6 kilos, so very similar to the JBL Boombox 3 or 1, 2 or 3 in that respect. As far as the lights go, you've only got 3 settings. So off, you've got one where the lights in the middle are like always white or like a whitey blue, and these are kind of rainbow. Or you've got one where the lights and the ones on the outside and the ones in the middle match, if you see what I mean. So yeah, they are actually quite cool. They do look a little bit cheesy, I suppose, but they I personally quite like them, and it's quite unique. I haven't really seen anything with this kind of like outrageous lights on it before. I mean, obviously I'm going to do a sound test in a second. You know what, I'll do the sound test first. So I've got it connected up. I'll put it at about 80-85% volume, as I normally do.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames won't burn us. You are the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and catching me.
Okay, so I was trying to give you a good view of everything in that video. The lights really don't come out they just don't seem to focus very well. But it's all white at the moment, and you get colours which bounce up and down with the music up the strip. And honestly, in person, it does look quite cool. It does look a little bit cheesy. But honestly, I quite like it. It depends who you are, I suppose, but I quite like. It's very unique, and I honestly do like it. And the sound itself is really impressive. It's very loud, The bass is surprisingly good. I mean, I don't have a Boombox 3 anymore. I wish I did, because I'd love to compare it, but I don't know. I feel more impressed in this than I was with the Boombox 3. Maybe it's because of the fact it's much cheaper and obviously the lights and stuff like that. But I just feel it's so hard to tell without it here, but I almost feel like it sounds better as well. I mean, it surely can't be possible, but you know, I just part of me feels like it is. Either way, you're definitely not going to be missing out if you get this over a Boombox 3, and you're going to have an extra 200 quid, 300 quid maybe even in your account. So I would definitely recommend this over the Boombox 3, unless of course you're just after design, because it obviously does look a bit more premium. This looks and feels a bit cheaper, but the sound is honestly on par, and it's an interesting brand. People are going to ask questions. They're not going to see a JBL speaker and go, "What's that?" But they may with this, and honestly, it's quite impressive. So, especially for the price, yeah. It does have an app, which I will pop on the screen now. It's very, very simple. It took me a while to get the software update to actually go through. First time I connected it, but that might just be a phone issue. Who knows? But yeah, you can change the same light settings on there and stuff like that. And the EQs, like there's X bass mode, but then there's like a party mode and other modes, and you can change them all. Realistically, there isn't too much you can do on the app, but it is quite a clean looking app, and I haven't had many problems. I haven't had any problems with it apart from that software update. It took a while to actually start. But yeah, otherwise I've never had any running problems with the app. It seems quite decent. So again, especially for a newish company, or one that hasn't really found its way too much yet, it's quite impressive. And yeah, for that 179 price tag over the 500 for the Boombox 3 now. Honestly, it's a bit of a no-brainer. So yeah, I'm happy. I kind of expected to buy this and think, all right, that's a bit cheap, you know what I mean? But it's honestly not. It's quite impressive. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.